Everybody, my name is Maisama Onyeba and I'm here with
Thaddeus Martin. I'm a senior. This is my last semester now. I came into this school mainly studying photography, and I'm still, I've stayed loyal to it, but now I'm learning how to draw and paint. I'm doing painting and drawing department, photo department, and designed objects department with woodworking all at once this semester to try and spit everything out before I graduate.
That's really cool. The School of the Art Institute of Chicago. I was once here, but I'm just here to ask people I find intriguing and also the Black community of, their experience in the school and such. So, first question, is art school worth it? Like occupation as an occupation, something like that.
I think there's multiple different ways to make it worth it. Because there's people who are in here for they get really into screen printing, and it's really easy to sell prints. There's a market in that. There's very consumerism aspect of that, and it's like pop culture and stuff. You could do whatever you want. But more fine artists, like traditional styles who are painting in an abstract way, you have to go a different route, maybe being in galleries and stuff and having to rely on stuff like that. So I think yes, you can. It can be.
Okay.
And it's multiple ways.
And is art school stressful? Was SAIC stressful?
Definitely. It was and it still is. Right now I'm super stressed. It always is. I don't think it ever stops being stressful.
And you started you wanted to do photography, but now you're they inspired you to go into painting and all those things. And you think it kind of confused you a little bit, or?
That's the most inspiring part.
Okay.
I think for my case, since it was something that I've already done, drawing and stuff, I wanted to learn it at a college level and see what that was like. And then also learn how to paint. Really, they don't teach you how to paint. They just teach you to paint. They say, paint and then try this out, do it this way, but they don't tell you the steps, and you have to paint this bust in the middle of the room, and everybody paints the same way, But yeah, I think that was the best way to learn how to paint. You get your own way.
And personally, you said, oh, I want to be an artist, nothing else. What do you think?
Kind of. I think when I was a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Because I heard they make a lot of money, and that did not work out at all.
Didn't work out.
Because my oldest sister went to a school, because they're really good at creative writing. They used to do poetry, and I would watch them perform. And they went to the school for creative writing, and I was like, you can go to school for art? So I just kept doing that over and over. I didn't know that was possible, and I already loved art, so I just stuck to it.
That's really cool. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years.
I mean, it's helping you too to think about your future,
right? I would have already developed some sort of foundation in the art world in Chicago at least, and then I've developed more practices. Basically, I just got better at what kind of art I want to make. I think I'll just be more solid where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel some kind of restriction in your practice?
Trying to predict what people would think about it.
Do you make for the people, or do you make for yourself?
I think I used to make for other people because I didn't know what I was doing pretty much.
Yeah.
But recently, especially with drawing, because you can do whatever you want with drawing and painting and pretty much anything. But I felt like with drawing it was much easier because as a kid I was just making for myself. But I think it was a push and pull. I came in the school trying to make for other people, but now
you make for yourself.
Not exclusively.
Okay.
Not exclusively, but I don't let it control me as much now.
You make some kind of connection to your heritage or something like that.
Usually with me, I found that I make a lot of self-portraits on accident. It doesn't matter what the subject is, it's almost always about myself, especially the one that I have up right now in the BFA show. It's I make a character, but really it's just me. That is about identity, but a lot of my focus isn't about identity usually, but it has been many times.
Is there any kind of advice you would give to just someone that wants to start art school? Because I know I've researched a lot of things is art school worth it? And this school is kind of expensive. Or
I can't say yet whether or not it's been worth it. I think you should be answering that question because you graduated. I'm still here, I don't know.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
I know my answer, but I just like to hear other people's opinions. For me personally, only because this school is prestigious. Only I know that whenever I go to New York or anything, they'll be like, or when I try to introduce myself, oh, I went to this school. Like, oh, you were from this school? Let me see your work, and that's it. But sometimes I think it's not worth. Sometimes I'm asking, like, I wanted to know from someone that originally went to art school, like, everything is just about art. But I went to a regular school where I chose to do art. I chose to paint and all these things, and then I moved here, and I'm like, wow, I'm in an art school.
So you think if it wasn't like SAIC, like if it was maybe
Regular art school?
Yeah, like a not a prestigious school, that it wouldn't be the same. Like,
I think art school would be worth it if it wasn't, or doesn't matter about the prestige, it just matters about how you move. You understand? Like the connections you make, how you put yourself out there, because there's so many people I know, or a few people I know from Yale, the main one, that aren't even making it. Art is what I think it's what you make it, to be honest. I'm just answering this question now. I don't know what art is art is what you make it. But yeah, I'm really grateful for this school because there's so many. I didn't even know how to sew, but now I can sew. So like, I guess I'm supporting the school by doing this video and just meeting different people with different point of view. Art school is worth it if you have the money, right? I guess. But some part of me wants to go to school again to do something like accounting, sustainable. I'm just trying to think quickly, or like, how can I sustain myself? But people say, oh, if you believe in yourself, you can make it. And so I'm believing in myself. That's why I moved to New York. You know, it's a crazy place to move to, random. Like, it's very crazy. And yeah. Well, is there any advice you would like to share with the camera or to the people that will watch this?
if you're interested in going to art school, definitely the price. Consider the price. I only came here because my mom was she was like, I'm very grateful for her. She was adamant on not worrying about money. Considering things like money, don't take from it as, oh, I'm gonna learn how to just make images or something. I feel like art is mostly a way of thinking and like building yourself, but also learning about other people, because it's not like a one-man show type of thing. It's not like you're not trying to display your genius to the world and then everybody's supposed to just be like, oh, I love this person, this one artist that lives by themselves. Like, that's a fantasized story. Like, oh, I'm Basquiat or something. Like, there's not, you shouldn't approach it like that, you know? I think exploring other artists and meeting other artists, building a community is the biggest and most important part. And if you're worried about money, you're more likely to make money if people know who you are and like you. So art is really based on people liking you anyway. So if they don't like you, they're not going to spend money on you. But yeah, that's what I would say.
Thank you so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, and I guess be an artist if you're watching this, or don't, or be an accountant like me or something in the future. But yeah, thank you. Bye.